Hello there. Good day to all of you. Good to be meeting all of you with another video. Often I'm asked this question about future, how to direct people, how to preempt, information age, lot of buzzwords. How do we get about? This is not a video that I'm going to tell everything that is going to happen or how to get over, but let me put things into perspective. Information age and change, both together, I call it a tsunami. Uh, Pardon me for reference here, but why I say this is a tsunami is for a reason. If you get some kind of warning, and if you are lucky, then you probably respond in a manner where the future would be more positive. That is for those who are ready to respond positively. You know well in advance, or you are prepared for it. Those who are caught unawares to a tsunami, well, that's where the problem is. You're not ready, you react, and your reaction is to survive. At best, you see to live another day. Your livelihood, life savings gone perhaps. Many other things around you that you loved are no longer there. You live with many negative memories and perhaps with lasting impacts. Now, that's what tomorrow is like. The information age, together with the change, the speed and intensity with which it comes in, it could hit you. It can be quite intense. So that's the difference that we see from yesterday to tomorrow, the speed and intensity with which it hits. So you need to prepare to respond. Otherwise, you will be compelled to hobble around just like after a tsunami and will be lucky not to perish. In many ways, the COVID pandemic perhaps showed us somewhat what could happen in the event of intense change. Now, the issue of understanding tomorrow, many people get into another quagmire. They think that it is technology. If is that the problem? Is technology the problem? Is it that we don't have control over technology? Is that the problem? Is it that we do not know what technology to use? Is that the problem? If that is so, then recruit the best technology guy. Your problems are solved. Some people say AI, blockchain, is that the problem? Are we talking about type of technology? Seriously? If we think the technology or type of technology is the issue, then perhaps look back in the 60s, computers came in. Many decades before, the fossil fuel led vehicles came in, transportation revolution, all these were technology revolutions. It is not just the technology that is the issue. So what are we trying to understand? It is simply that we are not understanding this future. We have kind of got caught to buzzwords and we are living in fear, creating a paranoid, being paranoid about it. That is not going to help you. So if it is a tsunami, then we might as well get ready. What is it that we are trying to understand? Our target is moving. Remember, what is this target? What is this moving target? If it is not technology, if it is not product, if it is not the substitutes that you're talking about, it's simply your consumer. Yes, as business people, we are trying to cater to consumers. The consumer is changing. The change is being enacted at a rapid pace. The behaviors are changing. Their likes and habits are changing. Their influences are changing. The type of consumerism is changing. The shift in segments. You see shifts in generation. All this is changing. So what is changing is the consumer. It's not the technology per se. How you get there might be through technology. So what do you need to do? Align your teams and people for tomorrow. The kind of consumerism that is emerging, get them to understand the consumer behavior of tomorrow. Where are these consumers going? How can you be relevant to them? In that journey, maybe you need to use technology, maybe you need not. That there are experts, but you need to understand this consumer very well, their behavior very well. Attune your internal team make them, empower them to understand the consumer better. It's based on those ideologies of tomorrow that you need to develop skills of people today, so that your team will be equipped to understand tomorrow's customer better. If they do not know, if they do not have the skills to understand tomorrow's customer better, then they'll be looking at from yesterday's perspective. Now that is not going to help. You need to understand tomorrow better, and that's the perspective that you need to build into the people. How do you build in? Well, that's another question altogether, how CEOs would like to interact with HR, and that's probably the dilemma that CEOs will be talking to HR in how to align your people into the future so that they understand the consumers better. So the message is, it's about the consumer. That's the moving target, not the technology. Focus on the consumer and try and understand and be prepared to respond and be relevant. Thank you. I'll soon meet you with another video.